Shalom, blessings everybody. Hope y'all are having a great week. The Hebrew words that I have for you guys today is from Deuteronomy 11:18. Therefore you shall lay up these words of mine in your heart and in your soul, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. The word we're going to focus on is, or word, is, I know sometimes when we think of a word, we think of like, oh, the Lord gave me a word, or think of it as something as like encouragement. And yes, they are encouragement, but the Hebrew word actually comes in and it zones in on that, and it says that, God, when he gives us words, he gives us an instruction, he gives us commandment. Oftentimes when, we get a word from the Lord, it's based on the instruction that we've been following, that he's been giving us, and that's been applying to our lives. And that's what the actual word Dabar means. It means instruction, to proclaim, to tell, to show, to reveal. And I think this is very important, because then it says, you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and these shall be frontlets between your eyes. And that goes back to the relationship that we have with Adonai, and with our God, is that we allow his words to be in front of our eyes at all times, and that we get it into our soul, and that we get it into our heart, because this is very important when we're living, and walking with the Lord on a daily basis. We have to have that word in our heart to always refer back to, and to get us through the day when our emotions and these different things and circumstances just come at us. We have to have the word of God, to have that sword to cut through the things that are coming against us. Now, going to the other side, which is with the Greek, is we have the word comes from John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. He was with God in the beginning. Now, that word is logos. That indicates in Greek of who, oral communication of what God is like. Jesus, he is the word. He is the word, the commandment that God gave in the beginning, let there be light, and that there was light, and the darkness could not shine, and the darkness could not comprehend it, because he is the light. He is the light of the world, and he shows us how to follow the commandments of God, and he shows us how to live the commandments of God in our lives by his example. And that's important, is that we ask him every day, and ask Yeshua that his words become alive, and they be written on our hearts, and that we look at him, because he's the way, the truth, and the life, and we allow his example to live in our lives. So I hope that's my prayer to you guys, that you guys get the word of God, you get the Davar, and you get the logos in your heart and in your soul, and that you're always remembering them and always bringing them to the forefronts of your mind when those different things are coming at you, during the day. So shalom and blessings, y'all. You guys have a blessed week.